And we are answering your questions on the child tax credit with Scott Braddock from Scott Braddock Financial and Kevin Robinson from Robinson Tax and Accounting Services. Kevin, this person says, which parent will receive a payment if they live in separate households?
Well, it would be which parent has custody and plans to claim the child as a dependent on their tax return, Tanya. And then basically, if the non-custodial parent wants to claim it, then the custodial parent has to release the claim for the child on a form 8332. So who is able to claim it and basically live with over half the year, provide over half support, and meet those guidelines is the one that basically would be able to claim the credit for the advanced child credit.
All right, Scott, this person says, my son is 17. He'll be 18 on August 15th. Do I get a payment?
Unfortunately, the answer there is no. You have to be 17. If you turn 18 this year, then you are disqualified for this enhanced credit. And the IRS should know that child is turning 18. So one would think that you wouldn't receive that payment.
All right, Kevin, this person says, my daughter did not get a check and did not file taxes last year. What should she do?
I think that one thing would be to try to go on the non-filing portal on the IRS website, and basically, and if that's able to get through there, then I would go that route. If she didn't file a tax return, then she may want to file one, even if it's zero, just to get in the system.
All right, and then this person says, can you get the credit for a child under 1 year of age? If so, how do you sign them up, Scott?
Well, so more than likely, you're not going to receive that enhanced payment this year because the IRS is not aware of that child. So we're going to have to wait for the portal to become available. Right now, we're being told late summer. So let's just look at early September as possibly the earliest for that portal. And at that time, you'll be able to go in and you'll be able to update your information and potentially start to receive those payments in future months.
Yeah, that portal so that you can change your dependents or change income or that kind of stuff. That's supposed to be coming sometime in September. All right, this person says, what if you don't work this year? Do you still get the other half when it comes to the child tax credits? I don't know that working has anything to do with the child tax credit, does it, Kevin?
No, not really. I mean, there are people that don't work or they don't earn enough to file a tax return, but basically if they do have a qualifying child, and as Scott mentioned, if they're under 8, if they don't turn 18 in 2021 and they are a dependent child, then very possibly that they could qualify for that. Again, they may have to try to go with a non-filing portal on the IRS website for the advanced child tax credit, but they very well could qualify. All other conditions being met, they should get it.
All right, this person says, what if we have joint custody? We rotate years claiming him. Who will get the check? It's whoever actually claimed him last year that will get the advance payments, yes?
Right. I mean, that's how the IRS is going to look at it. They're going to look at the latest return, and if the latest return is 2020, then they look at who basically claimed the child in the 2020 return and roll forward from there based on last year's tax return.
So, Scott, there is a way that you've been looking at that you can get the advanced child tax payment and also save money on the back end so that you don't get hit with something during tax time?
That's right. So what I have seen is that some folks are right at that breaking point where they would not qualify because their income is above the threshold. So one strategy, if you will, is you can contribute more to your 401k if you're not already maxing that 401k out, and that will naturally bring down your reportable taxable income for the year. And then, as you mentioned, Tanya, it will also increase your retirement savings. So it could be a win-win.
All right, this person says, I haven't received my tax refund from 2020 taxes or the child tax credit. So what should I do?
Well, that's a very good question. I know trying to call the IRS, Tanya, is almost a
ridiculous
utility. But as I think I've heard mentioned earlier broadcasts, is basically they set up an account online with the IRS to where they can check their tax return. And of course, you have the where's my refund.gov, the IRS.gov, where's my refund. You can check on it that way. But I guess the main thing is get their name in the system and get it set up online where they can actively or proactively, search for their information.
All right, and it's always something that you can always claim this entire child tax credit. You're not going to miss out on this. This is something that will be on your taxes for next year as well. Thank you both for joining us and taking those quick rounds of questions. You'll be able to find resources like the IRS portal and all of this information about the child tax credit in the Who Wants to Know section.